During the NFL preseason, the Cowboys play primarily backup players. No one seems to be talking about projected starters like veteran linebacker Kenneth Murray, a former first-round draft pick who the Cowboys traded for this offseason. Murray was the Tennessee Titans' leading tackler last year. And as our Bill Jones reports, when you sit down and get to know him, you find out there's a whole lot to like about Kenneth and his family.
Oh, I'm loving it, man. I think Coach Flus, man, he's like a linebacker guru. You know, he's a super detailed coach. Always on us about the little things. And so I think, you know, as a player, you appreciate that. And then just the way he calls it, you know, it's really aggressive.
Back with a former teammate at Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb, who you wore number 9. Your nickname K9 at OU. He was a number 9 at OU before he switched to number 2. What's it like being back with C.D. now?
Nah, man, it's been good, man. We've been chopping it up. You know, obviously, you know, we played a lot of ball together, won a lot of games back in college. So, you know, we're looking forward to doing that here.
You're a big scuba diver.
I am. Yeah, I haven't been in a while, but I mean, I found like a long lost love for the ocean, you know, just being in the water. And so, yeah.
And you're serious about it. I mean, you're certified and all, right?
Yeah. I'm a certified dive master.
One of your charities that you're involved in, Spike's Canine Fund. Tell me about that.
That's something that's real near and dear to my heart. My wife, a couple years back, she bought me a dog, and it was a Belgian Malinois puppy, and he kind of changed everything for me. The guy that trained my dog, he's in the military, and so, you know, he was kind of able to guide me onto what foundations to be able to support and stuff like that. You know, he was a canine handler in the Navy, still is, and so, that's kind of how I got connected with Spikes, and, you know, just been wanting to support, you know, the military working dogs and really, you know, all dogs that help law enforcement in the military.
Your father is a Baptist preacher, your mom a police officer, and when you were about 9 or 10 years old, adopted 3 siblings, special needs siblings, nonverbal, a couple of them. What kind of impact have they had on your life?
No, a huge impact. Obviously, you know, that situation is something that's very unique, and so, growing up was a great time. You know, a lot of different things, going through different emotions, stuff like that. And they've had a huge impact on my life, make me appreciate life on a deeper level, and just thankful for, you know, having all my family in my life.
And Lenny passed away 4 years ago.
Unfortunately, he did.
But he was a big sports fan, right?
He was. Yeah, that was
he was your
dog.
Biggest fan?
That was my man, bro. It was tough.
But how did he impact you? What did you learn from Lenny?
Man, just to appreciate the small things, and just always try to stay present. Always try to, you know, just be grateful for just life in general. Because I think, you know, he was a kid that was extremely, you know, lively, even though he may not have been able to speak or talk or walk. And so, being able to appreciate those small things in life that we kind of take for granted, is, you know, talking to me and you having this conversation, or, you know, being able to get up and go to the fridge and get something to eat. Like, those are things that, you know, my little brother didn't have.
That was our Bill Jones reporting. He says that's one of the best things about training camp, by the way. You get a chance to sit down with the players and discover the motivation behind the man. And his family is a big reason Kenneth Murray is who he is today. We wish him all the best.